Hey y'all, so as y'all see by the title, this is a start to finish video on these freestyle braids and how to bead a string tutorial. This is my client's natural hair, and I'm just going in with my heat protecting spray and my blow dryer brush, and I'm just gonna blow this hair out as much as possible. Now that the hair is all blowed out, I'm just going in with this needle, rat tail comb, and some rubber bands, and I'm just pre-parting these sections. So as y'all can see, the parts that I did previously, I kind of just took them down because I had to review this picture. And shout out to Braids by Miss Jackie. My client really liked this and wanted us to recreate. But anywho, the parts that I was making, they were not deep enough off to the side. Although the way that I was parting, I think they would have been really nice once braided, but that's not what he asked for. So I had to take it down, and I really just wasted my own time. So after parting a section off, I'm just going in with a little rope twist. And with the pre-parts, we really just getting a feel of where these braids are gonna go. When it comes to pre-part, it's not gonna be 1000% perfect, but we will clean up the parts. Now I'm just going in with this rubber band that's cutting off my circulation at this point to section this hair out the way. I'm just going left and right doing the same thing, and y'all pretty much see where I'm going, so I'm just gonna speed this pre-parting process up a bit. So this is what we're looking like after all the hair is pre-parted and sectioned off. So as y'all can see, I did like almost the first half of the braids. I had to catch my rhythm a bit, but now I'm just going in and taking this rope twist down, and I'm gonna sharpen up this part a bit. Now I'm just gonna go in with my edge control, and this is the edge control that I use. This is some good stuff, y'all. And I'm going in with this fine tooth comb, and I'm just gonna work the edge control in, cleaning up the part even more. So with these feed-ins, I'm only going to use 2 strands when it comes to feeding in, and the first strand is going to be really thin, and the second strand is only going to be about double the size of the first strand. And I'm only using those 2 strands for the sake of the 2 braids on the side. My client don't want them thick. He wants them to be really thin so that beads can go on the end. So yeah, I'm just gonna proceed on with this braid, starting off with this real hair first, braiding down a little bit, and then I'm gonna take my first strand and kind of use my pinky to hold one side and braid the other side in, and I'm gonna braid down a bit and then swing that second strand around, and I'm gonna braid down a little bit before I add the second strand. And yeah, I'm just going to continue on with the braid. So in case y'all missed details on the last braid, I'm literally just doing the same thing over again with these braids. Consistency is key. So I'm just cleaning this part up. I'm gonna go in with edge control. I'm gonna work the edge control in. I'm gonna prep my 2 strands, with the first strand being really thin and the second one just being double the size of the first one. And with what I didn't mention is I'm leaving about 1 inch of hair out from the end of the braid to the ear, to the top of the ear. I'm leaving that out for the sake of the 2 braids on the side, so they can have something else to lean on other than the feed-in braids that I'm doing. So yeah, I'm just combing this out, going in with this edge control, working the edge control in, and starting off with his real hair, braiding it down a bit before I add my strings. So y'all see where I'm going with it. So now I'm just braiding that hair down just enough for it not to unravel, and I'm just gonna speed this up. So this is what the hair is looking like once we got all these feed-ins in, and now we're just moving on to the 2 braids on the side. And y'all, I forgot to put my edge control up under this braid, so that's what I'm doing, and just combing, working it in so it can be a nice clean braid. And I know y'all probably looking at my hand like, what is going on? That is the residue from the edge control, y'all. My hands are not that crusty. So my client is getting beads at the end, so I'm just braiding down and knotting just long enough for the beads. Now we're moving on to beading the string, and you can make this thread as long as you need to. Just fold it in half. Y'all can use the little plastic white thing that the beads come with and keep beading it if y'all want to. But I'm just gonna use this good thread here, and I'm taking the open end and I'm gonna get a bead and kind of just tie a double knot to keep the beads in place, you know, just to lock the end of the string so the beads won't fall off. So yeah, I'm just double knotting this bead on this string, and I'm gonna cut off the extra thread. Yeah, and I like to take the bobby pin. This is the closed end. This is optional, but I like to take the bobby pin, the closed bobby pin, and it just helped me just slide the these on, because sometimes you have to keep on twisting, or sometimes lick the little thing, just, you know, close. Y'all see where I'm going with this thread. So yeah, it just slide these beads right on. And I'm only using 8 beads today, 4 on each braid. So yeah. Now those beads are on their string, and this is what it's looking like. Now that my string is beaded, I'm gonna remove the bobby pin and open up the folded end, bringing the hair through, folding it, and getting my 4 beads and sliding them down the string onto the hair. Now that my beads is on the hair, I'm just measuring this braid with the other braid to make sure they're the same length. And I'm gonna get a rubber band and the last bead and kind of just fold the hair on and locking this bead in place so that the other beads won't slide down. Now I'm just cutting off this extra hair that we don't need. And sliding those beads down, and boom. Now braids are done, beads are on, so we just going in with some good oil in between these braids, and we just gonna massage this oil in for the finishing touch. And this is the finishing look. I really do like how these braids came out. It was fun recreating. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell so that you can be notified every time that I drop content. And thank you so much for watching.